Well, I'm here to give people the gospel,
Okay.
tell them how to be saved, and to show them we're living in a daily genocide, holocaust of babies in the womb.
Okay.
And hopefully someone will have compassion for the little child.
Okay. Just a question. Did you get your vaccination
Which one?
for COVID?
No, ma'am.
Oh, why was that?
Because I actually like life and I don't want to die. And I don't believe in what the experts are saying. I don't trust them. And I don't want it, so I'm not going to get it.
Okay, just like I don't want a baby, so I can get an abortion if I want to. So,
Well, there's a vast difference, ma'am. You can't murder a baby, a helpless child.
and COVID can murder lots of people.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it for a second.
Okay,
I'm not murdering anybody, and that's nonsense if someone believes that.
but would you at least say it was your choice that you got no vaccination?
Yeah, I'm not harming anybody in the process by choosing not to put something that I believe is harmful in my body. That's my body, my choice in that regard.
Exactly, your body, your choice.
This is not.
He got it. It's his body and
Yeah.
it's his choice.
Do you support baby murder, ma'am?
What?
Do you support baby murder?
I do.
Why?
I love killing children. Thank you for asking.
Why?
Because sometimes, if there is a case of incest or rape, or if it is unsafe for the mother or the child for the birth to be preceded, would you rather your wife die or maybe you haven't met yet?
Well, I do realize that for rape and incest, that's like less than 1% of all abortions. Most of them are because the mom doesn't want to be pregnant.
Do you
She's
know how many
selfish.
people are in the world?
I know.
That's over 700 million people that are under that 1%.
Ma'am, here in America, the vast majority of people who come to abortion clinics, they're not there because they've been raped or because of incest or because they're in a hard spot. They're there because they don't want to be parents. They don't want to be responsible.
So what's your opinion on birth control?
I oppose it. I'm a Christian. I love children. I love life.
Okay, but would you rather I use birth control and avoid the baby entirely so I don't have to worry about
No,
taking care of a child? Would you rather
you should trust God.
Okay, trusting God does not prevent sperm from getting in here, okay?
Well, trusting God, you wait until marriage to have sex, and then God blesses you with children.
Okay, so you make that choice with your body to not have sex.
People should. That's the way God designed it. Until you're married.
Where did God say that? I
in
don't
the- in
remember.
the-
I wasn't there during that time. I don't know how old you are, but I was.
Well, we have the Bible, so we know what He said.
In the Bible?
Yeah. Just read it.
Okay, do you shave your face?
What does that have to do with anything,
It
man?
says in the Bible not to shave hair on the side of your face, so I'm just saying I've read the Bible. I grew up
Okay.
extremely Christian, and
Oh,
I
I
know
didn't.
a lot of things it says.
Okay. Do you live by it?
No, because I'm not Christian.
Okay. Well, what are you now?
It doesn't matter. You're gonna shut me for it, no matter what I say,
Well, how do you know that?
because I'm pagan.
Okay. Well, I talked to a lot of pagans. I used to be a pagan. I grew up a pagan.
Really?
Yeah. I did not grow up a Christian at all. I grew up in the public school system.
What's your definition of pagan?
Well, someone who is not a Christian, someone who is going their own way, has no regard for God, the one true God.
Just any non-recognized religion.
Well, we're all religious, ma'am. We all have certain beliefs.
Okay, and I understand that, but I also think that if you saw the sign, you'd be traumatized.
Why?
I'm just gonna be honest with you. If I was a child and saw that sign, I would start crying to my mom and say, "What is that awful man doing?"
Well, one, what's wrong with what I'm doing, and two, what's wrong with the sign?
What's wrong with the sign is that there's blood everywhere, which is not appropriate for children. Just saying.
Well,
That's
then
why
how can you support doing this to children?
I don't support doing that to children. I'm just
You already
saying.
said you did.
Okay, yeah, I love killing babies. How about that? Does that make you happy? I love
No.
killing children.
Are you being serious, sarcastic?
I'm being sarcastic
Okay.
because you're being rude.
How am I being rude?
Are you recording me?
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
I was recording before you came up here.
Oh, well, hi, internet.
So what? So, do you know where you're going to go when you die?
I don't really care because I'll be dead.
Well, it'll be too late then if there's a heaven or a hell.
If there's a heaven or a hell, then I learned my lesson. But I believe in reincarnation. And I hope, I pray to whatever you believe in, that when you die, what you believe happens to you will happen to you. So I don't really care what other religions seem to think. I believe in everyone having their own free will and not forcing my religion down someone else's throat.
So are you doing that to me?
No, I'm just saying that you are doing that.
How am I doing that?
You're standing at a street corner saying, God is saving me, please help me, because God is saving me, so do what I do.
I'm telling people how to be saved, and you're expressing your beliefs to me. How is what you're doing any different than what I'm doing out here?
I'm expressing your beliefs to you person to person, not on a street corner screaming them at cars.
I'm not screaming them. I'm on a megaphone so they can hear me. It's just loud traffic. So.
You know that was a metaphor. I wasn't actually saying you were screaming.
Well, you said screaming.
At everything I say.
You said screaming, so I'm going by what you said.
Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at this.
I care about your soul,
I
man.
am fine with abortion, and you can
Why?
say whether that's because of my blue hair, or because of my past sexual abuse, or because of the Christian upbringing I had that made me not like the way that Christians react to people having different opinions.
I think we agree somewhere there. Honestly, I think we do agree on some of that because I see a lot of religious hypocrites in this country. I deal with them all the time. I just dealt with them before I came over here. So I mean, if I understand what you're saying there a little bit, you saw people in the church who weren't Christians. I've seen them too, and it makes me sick to my stomach that they hate God. They have no regard for children in the womb. They love sin. I've seen hypocrites in the church too. I've been around them, but I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I mean, I don't know if it's true for you that turned you away from Christianity. I don't know. You didn't really.
Away from Christianity was being told that I'm going to hell because I'm gay, which was not my choice, just as much as being straight was not your choice.
Well, I mean, you do know why people go to hell, right?
Because they're sinners.
Because we sinned against God, we violated His law, and we all deserve to be. I think you heard me on the megaphone. I belong in hell right now. You do. Everybody out here does.
Okay.
Because not for any specific sins, but the fact that we've sinned against God. Not because someone's gay or because someone's murdered their baby or someone is living with their boyfriend or girlfriend, but because we sinned against God.
You feel like being gay is a sin?
Well, it's a sin it's a sin to go against God's law.
Where does it say that in the Bible? Because I feel like in the new version where the Bible was retranslated, took out several different books like the Book of Mary, which was a thing in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and lots of different versions of the new Bible that were brought around to translate things correctly, where they mistranslate a lot of things. It doesn't say a man shall not lay with a man, it's a man shall not lay with a boy. That is the original translation that has been around for thousands of years. It's saying don't be a pedophile, not don't be gay. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay. And
before you say, well, I didn't ask for your personal opinion, I know you didn't.
I'm listening to you.
When you're standing on a street corner shouting your personal opinion, it brings other opinions up, you know.
I'm open to opinions. I listen to them all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not opposed to hearing opinions that are contradict what I believe or say, because this is America. We have a right to believe what we want, right?
Like I have the right to get an abortion if I need to.
Well, not according to the Constitution or according to God's law.
God should not be involved with the Constitution.
Well, you see where our country is with that, right? I mean, we violate the Constitution all the time, and
yeah, that doesn't change the idea that God should not be involved in the Constitution, because we were formed on a country that is free from church and state combination. That's why we left Britain. So I don't believe that God should have anything to do with the Constitution. Whether you believe Christianity should be a law or not, I don't know what you believe. But this is a Christian practice that you're expressing here based on your words. And so saying that that's the Constitution and God's law, that kind of correlates the idea that they're the same, they should be the same, which is not the basis of America. So I'm going to land this statement by saying I don't believe you're being a true American. Have a great day.
Well, was a true American, ma'am. I appreciate you coming to talk to me, ma'am. I hope you'll get right with God. I assume you have a Bible. Please read it, okay? Praying for you, ma'am. I didn't get your name, but I'm praying for you. I do care about your soul.